Okay, guys. 3.1. So here's 3.1. I'll do sum of 3 for you. So the first 6 multiples, remember multiples, you start with a number and then you times 2, times 3, times 4. So for 3a, right, we have 6. That's 6 times 1, then times 2, then times 3, and so on. Times 4, times 5, times 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the first 6 multiples of the number 6. Easy, right? Okay. C, the first 6 multiples of 22. So you got 22, you got 44, you got 66, then you got what? 88. Then you got times 5 is what? 110. And then times 6, 132. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Easy, eh? So those are multiples. So for the prime factors of each number for 4, so 4a, let's start. So you start with 40, and then again, I like the latter one. It's easy. 2 is 20. 2 is 10. 2 is 5. And when you hit a prime factor, you stop. So the prime factors, if it says list the prime factors, then you can just literally write it as a list. So 2, 2, 2, 5. That's your list. Those are the prime factors for 40. Okay. So for B, I'll do this one with you as well. So this one's not even. It's not an even number, so I can't start with 2, which I like to start with all the time if I can. But I can start with 3, right? 75 cents is 3/4, right? So there you go. That's 25. Now 25 is not evenly divisible by 2. It's not evenly divisible by 3, but it's evenly divisible by 5. And there you have it. So for 75, you have 3, 5, 5. Yes.
Can we, instead of putting 2 of the same, like, instead of putting 5 twice, can we just put it once? Or like just put 10?
No, you don't want to put 10, not 10. You can't add them. If anything, you have to multiply them, but list the prime factors. I think that you need to list all. What you can do, though, is you can rewrite this as 3, and then, see, I think you should write them all, but you could write 5 squared here,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, listing the prime factors. Again, if you look back to your textbook, so if you're wondering how to express your answer, you have 2 options. Look back to an example that asks the same question and see how the textbook does it. Look to the answer key so that you write your answers the same as the answer key so you can check your work, right? So for 4, if we just look at this, so 3.1, so what do they do here? 3.1. So for number 4, okay, so in the back of the textbook, you'll just, they just write, for B, they just write 3, 5, that those are the prime factors in there. We don't ever do that, so I would encourage you to list all the prime factors like I'm doing. Yeah, so there's really no application where we just say 2 and 5 are the prime factors, so I would caution against that. I wouldn't say just 3, 5. I would say 3, 5, 5, because we use all of the factors for all of our stuff. So, yeah. So this would be best to write them, and yes, write them as many times as they show up in the prime factor list. Okay. So I'll do another one. I'll do 4E for you. Down the list a bit. So 2, 70. 35. Now you don't have to pick the lowest one necessarily, the lowest prime number. Looks like there's 2 here, maybe. You can pick 5. Anything that ends in 5 is divisible by 5. That's good. So 5 times what is 35? 7. There you go. There's your prime number. So 2, 2, 5, 7. Those are all your prime factors for 140. I'll just do quickly 5 here to give you a highlight of 5. When it says write each number as a product of its prime factors, then you have to list all of them and as a multiplication. And again, we won't use x as a multiply, please. Just use a dot or brackets. So dot's the easiest one to do. So for 5, again, 45. You can do the tree thing if you want. I don't know if you guys like the tree. I don't like the tree thing. You can do the tree thing. What's 45? That's 9 times 5, right? You just pick 2 factors, 9 times 5. If you can split 9 up, you do it. So 3 times 3. And there you go. You've got, on the very bottom row, you've got only prime factors, so you're done. So the answer to this question looks like this. 45 equals 3 times 3 times 5. Or this is where you can group common factors if you want and go 3 squared times 5. You can do that. You can do that here, okay? And of course, you can use the ladder too. Any questions? No. Okay, so there's a little bit from 3, 4, and 5. Hopefully that makes sense. And there's your assignment. Okay, no other questions about these ones? Good. Good. All right. Good. Okay, go ahead and continue the assignment. Can you wait for like 1 minute? Yeah, just keep working until the bell there, and then you can get water in the break. Okay, great. Yeah. Do you have a water bottle, Jed?
No.
Oh, maybe you could bring a water bottle. That's a good idea.
Yeah.